Wednesday. So I am here to encourage you to do whatever it takes on every day, not just Wednesdays. And I know that it seems like a simple concept. However, what I have found over the years is a lot of times people put limits on themselves. As an example, sometimes people will say, well, I will DM this person or I will try to call them one more time. But if they're not responsive or they don't return my message, that's it. Okay, we cannot get to where we want or need to be if we just do the minimum. Quite frankly, it's not acceptable in today's world. If you are in sales, business development, you're thinking about being in sales or business development, I would encourage you to adjust your mindset so that you understand, because things have changed over the years. So you understand that it may take 17 to 19 touches or connection points, as an example. That's actually data that I had recently read from a, a report. Now when I first started in sales, I my first sales job was AT&T, and I'm very grateful to AT&T because I'm quite sure that I would not have been successful in sales had I not been hired by them and trained not just with AT&T internally, but they were very supportive, and they you know I was able to enroll in programs at George Washington University, Wharton School of Business, and that was all the tuition was paid for by AT&T. So some of those programs helped me in sales, but they also just helped me in business. Dale Carnegie was one of the first training events that I attended. I actually went to a Dale Carnegie course in person in Columbus, Ohio, where I lived. And then, in order to get a different perspective, Dale Carnegie Training Center there asked me if I would be interested in coming back and being an instructor. And I did, because I was able to see it from a different perspective and I was learning. Like sometimes, back then I was just out of college, and so I was thinking, I don't know, I mean, what do I know? What am I going to teach? But it was a different perspective. I was able to apply and teach the principles that I had learned. And of course, I was learning from the students and I was digging into the material more. So we really have to adjust our mindset and know that what worked 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last month may not work right now. Think about the algorithms, the ever changing algorithms. Okay. It's not just the algorithms that change, it's the people that we're contacting. They may be busier, they may have different focus points, they may have different interest levels. Everyone does. So it's up to us to figure out whatever it's going to take to make sure that we show up and that we serve those prospects and then enroll those prospects, the ones that are meant to be, worked with, right? Because not everybody is your ideal client. So if you happen to be one of those people that is saying, I can help anybody, I can help everybody, stop saying that, because it's not clear enough. And I understand. you may have the skill sets where you can help anybody and everybody. However, you need to drill down and start with one ideal client type. And that doesn't mean that you have to work with just one ideal client type. You can eventually broaden it. But if this is a somewhat newer venture for you, if you are not seasoned in sales or coaching, I encourage you to narrow it down a little bit because you will be very happy that you did. When we narrow it down even a little bit, we're able to glean those insights from that ideal prospect, really know what's going on inside their head. What is their top of mind challenge? What is holding them back? And if you're calling on, let's say, people in cybersecurity, okay, I'm just throwing that out there. It could be construction, it could be, whoever you're calling on. There is a language specific to cybersecurity. There is a language specific to construction. I know when I was with AT&T, there was a language specific to telecom. Now, of course, when we're working inside those industries, inside those niches, if you've heard those terms, of course, we kind of take those words for granted, you know, and it's really, I didn't really notice how ingrained I was into telecom until I would speak in that telecom language, people that were non-telecom, and they would be like, you know, eyes glazing over. I would notice this a lot at family events. Well, I didn't realize at the time, when you're day in and day out ingrained with that terminology, then it just you get used to it. But we have to understand that that's actually a benefit because we need to speak in that customer or in that client's language. We need to make sure that we know what's going on in their head because we may have the perfect solution for them. Okay. However, if they are not interested in the solution we have, or they are not really motivated or, really focused on what it is we can help with, it's going to fall on deaf ears and you're going to feel like you're chasing that person. And chasing clients and customers, it doesn't usually work out well. Do we need to stay in front of them? Absolutely. Do we need to make sure that we're showing up for them? Yes, without a doubt. However, chasing them, specifically begging them, is not a good strategy. But do understand that in today's world, it could be 17 to 19 touches. But before sometimes they even acknowledge us. But the beautiful thing is that we have multiple ways, multiple connection points. We can send email if we have permission. We can DM them on different social media platforms. We can text them if we have permission. We can call them. And you can rotate these connection points. So keep that in mind. 17 to 19 touch points, that may sound like a lot. But when you drill it down and you're really basing it on maybe a 3-day sequencing or maybe a 5-day sequencing, that condenses it a lot. And you'll be surprised how quickly you get to 17 to 19 touches. And keep in mind that, there have been many times where people would finally acknowledge me. Like, this was even back before, really even texting. If I was just calling and maybe, sending an email or sending, like a regular mail, dropping by to, you know, leave them some caramel apples or cookies or something. I did a lot of that when I was with AT&T and in pharmaceuticals, because how nice is it to be able to drop off treats, or schedule an ice cream social for their staff. That's very popular with doctors' offices and medi spas and places like that. Because if it would be a good investment to spend your time and your money for that, that will give you an opportunity to get in front of the key decision makers, because obviously physicians in medi spas, they're seeing patients, they're seeing clients. So when we drop by, chances are, if they're able to say hi to us, it would just be for a few moments. So an idea would be schedule an event, schedule an ice cream social, schedule a lunch. But make sure that if you're going to do that and invest the time, make sure that you're going to get some face time with the key decision makers. Otherwise, you're wasting your time, because first of all, if you are a W-2 employee or not, maybe you own your own company, you need to justify that cost. You need to be fiscally responsible. And I would highly recommend that you also make sure that you have a sign-in sheet or some kind, a QR code, something like that, to make sure that you get the signatures of all those people. So, you can submit that, and that can be a legitimate expense, if you choose, if you choose to do that. But it's really about doing whatever it takes to show up, to be there for people. But we need to make sure, and I should say, you need to make sure that you're spending your time wisely. Now, if you're looking to get in front of more people and build an audience, then you absolutely should be doing online and maybe even offline networking, depending on what business you're in. If you're looking to build your local business, your local presence, then you absolutely need to do some local networking events. Either hosting your own event or going to organizations, checking out your chamber of commerce. Now, I can tell you that some chambers of commerce are, oh, they're more worthwhile than others. Okay. Some are more engaging than others. Not all chambers of commerce are worth the membership fee. If you're a chamber president or a chamber member, I'm just telling you, because I've been in, so we have to do our due diligence. I have attended some chambers that have been awesome and incredible and definitely worth my time. I've also been to a few chambers that it wasn't the right audience for me. And at this point in my career, I really love working internationally. So I'm not saying that I wouldn't work locally, because I do have a few local clients, but the majority of my clients are international, and they're global. And that's because I choose it that way, because I have a global team and I want to build my international presence. And that's in alignment with my business goals. Okay, so obviously you need to make sure you're clear on your business goals. But if you're looking to build your local presence, there are organizations, I'm part of one, that can actually help you if you're in business coaching, can actually help you schedule these local events. You just follow their blueprint. If you want to know more, DM me. I will get you the information. But if you're going to do more of a blend, like the online, the offline, you can do an event like this and, and really get super engaged and have conversations with people that make comments. So, income earning opportunity. That's what I promised with this. And this goes, of course, along with a whatever it takes philosophy. I should probably do a reel as well. But I know it's hard to read. But this is the income earning opportunity. And perhaps you've heard me speak about it before. I'm really, really excited about this because if you have a highly engaged community and perhaps you have an interest in skincare, or perhaps you sell skincare different than this because this is a very unique product. This is my client's product by Alexis H10. I will put a link in the comments so that you can check it out. I would encourage you to join our community. This will be your new skincare bestie. And this can also help you earn some additional money without any upfront investment. So, what I'm doing right now is looking for affiliates that will share information about this very unique product. There is nothing else like it on the market. In exchange for that, you will earn 10% of whatever the selling price is of this. So right now, for the first around 100 bottles, we're going to sell this for 97 US dollars. That means that you would make $97. I mean, sorry, $9.70. Sorry. $9.70 on every bottle that you sell in your community. And I've been vetting affiliates for almost a month now. I want to make sure that the affiliates chosen are the best ones to get in front of their community. And specifically, it's great if you have a community of let's say spa owners or dermatologists. Perhaps you have a community of nurses who do injections. Maybe you have a community of tattoo parlors, okay? Because this actually this has 3 uses in one, but this specifically the oil could be very helpful to the healing with people that get tattoos. So if you have a community of engaged followers and you're willing to do whatever it takes to educate somewhat, there's not a lot that you have to do, but, educate, engage, and enroll customers to purchase this product. You will have an affiliate link. If you qualify to be an affiliate, you will have an affiliate link. You'll share that with your community. There's no buy-in for you, meaning you don't have to buy a starter kit. This is just income for you. So, if you feel that you may be qualified to be an affiliate of this wonderful skincare product, it's awesome. Then DM me. DM me so that I can get in touch with you, or one of my team members will get in touch with you, and we'll set up a brief call, usually 900 seconds or 15 minutes, and then we can discuss what you think, like, what community that you have connections with, or like I said, maybe you already have a community of skincare lovers, or maybe you already have a community of Medi Spa owners or Medi Spa workers. Those are great places for you to introduce a new product. We just launched this, and you will have an opportunity to earn, like I said, 10% off the retail price. Now, this is only going to be sold at $97 for a limited time, and then it will go up to right around the $150 range. Obviously, we'll be testing that to make sure that's a great price point. But then you will make 10% off of that, so it could be $15 a bottle when we're selling it for 150. But right now we're selling it for $97. So every bottle that your community purchases, you would make $9.70 commission. I think that's a great deal because there is no upfront cost. And we will be happy to send you a limited number of samples. I like to stick with maybe 2 or 3 samples for every affiliate, unless you have a very large community. But we would start with 2 to 3 because each one is worth, $150 retail. So we would start with maybe 2 or 3 for each affiliate. And if you live in the United States, this would be a great opportunity for you. If you do not live in the United States, we have, obviously limitations with shipping. We're only selling to the United States residents right now. Now, of course, we will expand. This product was actually formulated and created in a lab in Germany, but we are not shipping internationally yet. We're shipping, this product was manufactured in the state of Texas. So we will be just shipping within the US guidelines or boundaries for right now. But of course, we have plans to be able to ship to Mexico and South America and Canada at some point in the future. But right now, we are only selling and shipping in the United States. So if you are an affiliate, if you do qualify to be an affiliate, if you have a good sized community in the United States, you could still be an affiliate. I'm just not sure that we would be able to get the samples to you. It really just depends on where we would be shipping those. So you could still introduce it. You could still share the information, but you may not have the samples. But we will see, and we will proceed as we have planned. I wish we could say we could, sell and ship worldwide, but we have to go in stages because, like I said, we just launched this. So we are just selling and shipping within the United States for right now. And then we will expand. So if you're willing to do whatever it takes and you're looking for another income opportunity, because remember, this doesn't have to take a lot of time for you. It could just be you posting in your particular community. And if you are within the United States, showing how to use this product would be very helpful. Posting helpful tips. But like I said, destined to be your skincare bestie. And in case you're wondering what this is really all about, it fills in fine lines. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit on here. It fills in fine lines, and it only has 5 ingredients. So it truly, truly is clean. And no animal testing. So there are other directions. Like I said, you can shake this up and It's highly concentrated because it has 10% of the hyaluronic pearls, which is a patented formula that was, like I said, developed in Germany, but now is manufactured in the United States in the state of Texas. So we're super excited that it's in U.S. territory, and we want to make sure that we get it out. We have a limited number of bottles for the first run of the manufacturing. So we really want to get this into the hands of the consumers so it can be your skincare, your new skincare bestie. But we also want to get it in medi spas. We also want to get it in hotel spas. We want to be able to get this unique product out there so that more people can learn about it and use it. And the beautiful thing is it does have multiple uses. So I'm not going into a full demonstration right now because this was really meant discussion about, doing whatever it takes and offering an income earning opportunity. Because one of the reasons why I founded thehappyexecutive.com is to help you build your wealth. And you should have multiple revenue streams within your business. Or even if you do have a W-2 position, you should have another revenue stream just in case. Now, obviously, you have to make sure that your other revenue stream does not conflict with any agreement, or you have a non-compete. You have to be mindful of that. But if it's something like posting or educating and there's no conflict of interest, then I think you should consider this because you will earn 10% off every bottle that your community purchases because you'll have an affiliate tracking link. And when the orders are processed, then we'll be able to calculate and pay those commissions monthly. One of my colleagues likes to call that mailbox money. So super cool. It's going to come in your electronic mailbox, but what better way? You don't even have to make an investment in this. We will send you the samples if you are qualified, and as an affiliate, you will earn money. So DM me if you're interested, and we can set up a short call. Like I said, in about 900 seconds, we can decide if this would be a good opportunity for you. I was just thinking, hair salons and other places like that, like, maybe even nail salons that sell skincare. I was just thinking perhaps the owners or some of the workers would be interested in this. So if you know anybody, please send them our way because there is no upfront buy-in, which I think is super cool because if you are going to do network marketing, which is also another great source of income, extra income, there's always a buy-in. You need most cases. I shouldn't say that because the one I also am part of Isogenics. I love Isogenics. I've used the products since 2013. I use them when I'm competing in fitness competitions and when I'm not competing in fitness competitions. And there is a way, I think, now that certain people can qualify and they don't have to purchase a minimum amount. But, most of the time, if it's something that's super cool, you're going to want to purchase it anyways. But let me know. Income opportunity for you. DM me and I'll share the details. Take care.